Flock together from Sea Cow Games. This is a co-op or coop game. The founder is dead. The predators have invaded. Can you gather your team and defend the coop, or will you, with the prophecy, be consumed? So you are going to be playing as chickens against villains, defending the coop, etc. Action points, variable player powers, leveling up. So let's go ahead and look inside and see what is all in this massive box of stuff. Alrighty, so we're going to open it up. First thing we have is the rule book. So you're going to go ahead and flip through. Here's all the game components, your setup, solo mode reminders. In a one-player game, you just play as one chicken, so follow the regular step instructions. However, you count as your own teammate, so any bonus or grub cards that mention a teammate you can use on yourself. Player board setup, objective, winning, turn structures, all the different player actions. If you're wondering how this all plays, link up above to our how to play on it. Predators, loot drops, grubs, example of combat, dying, clarification, strategy tips, and adjusting difficulty. And then a quick start guide and reference and the icon reference. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and, seeing as they're loose and right up top, let's go ahead and start with the villains. So you have Professor Multiarty. I am not going to go into everything on them. I'm just going to kind of show you them. You have Chick Soon, who is a fox. Professor Multiarty was a stout. You have Gravekeeper Fowl, who's an opossum. Hens Gruber is a raccoon. Just kind of flip to a random page and show you them. And then we have Owl Coupon. And next up we have Share Corn, a coyote. And still going, we have Ursula Bone, the bear. And Esmeralda, the snake. Cleopatra, a hawk. And then Salmonella, which is a rat. Have some cheese, rat. Alrighty, we'll go with this little baggie right here. Right here we have the player colors, and there's cheaples in here. And then you'll see there's this little token that reminds you what color you are. You can put that on your player board. Next up, we have a baggie with your heart/health tokens. So there's all of those. Then in this one, we have, these are your extra action tokens. There's a flame on one side and an extinguished flame on the other. You flip it over to the extinguished side to show you've used it. And then this is the round marker tracker thing. The weather vane, I believe it is. All right, then you have this whole bag of food in all these different shapes. It is all just still considered food. Even the different shapes don't mean anything. It is just to add variety. We then have eggs, and I will say, even though these kind of look like wingspan eggs, these have quite a bit more heft to them than wingspan eggs. Also, again, color doesn't matter. They all are eggs and function as eggs. You now have these little game tray token holders. This is to put the food and dice and all that around the board and whatnot. So at the demo we got, they were like literally banging these on the table and they were not breaking. These are nice and solid. Alrighty. So we actually got the extra chicken dice. So there are a few extra dice in our box, but here are those said chicken dice. And if you have not seen our video recapping Origins, where we kind of showed you what was cool about these dice. So this is the 6, this is the 1, but then when you flip it over, the 2 is the feet. Then you have the 5 with the little head thing, and then the 3 and the 4 are wings. Next up, you have health dials for your villains. So they just simply track their health as you smack them around, etc. So there are all of those. You have the first player marker. This is a nice wood marker, good heft, nice enameled, etc. Next up, let's go ahead and get into the chicken heroes. So again, random page flipping. You have Annie Yoakley. You have Sherlock Holmes. You are going to go ahead and have Cumberbill Rockefeather. and Madame Tchaikovsky, and Beowing, and Wyatt Chirp, and Chuckleberry Finn, or sorry, Cluckleberry Finn, Attila the Hen, and Wingston Coop Hill, General So, Dragon Chicken, and then Agatha Christie. There you go with those. So those are your hero chickens. All right, now up we have the grubs. So these are the smaller critters. Or, sorry, we have weather and grubs. So let's start with the grubs. So these are the little guys that you can be fighting to possibly get some bonus. So you have the spider, cocoon, a slug, mosquitoes, caterpillar, earthworm, roly-poly, four-leaf clover, scorpion, wild grain, dragonfly, dung beetle, lizard, wasp swarm, garden snail, spotted lanternfly, beehive, ladybug, firefly, centipede, ant pile, praying mantis, lunar moth, and lucky cricket. All right, so then you do have the weather cards for the different weather. So you have spring, summer, and fall. So these are going to basically do different powers while they are activated. So there are your weather cards. Next up, we are going to get into even more cards, and there are the bonus cards. So these are, as an action, you can grab these bonus cards. You draw them from the top of the deck, and they do a variety of things. And if you see these little symbols down here, that's how many of them they are in the deck. I'm just going to kind of do a quick kind of show you a few different ones of what they can do. And then, like I said, there is this whole massive deck of all of the cards. So that is the bonus cards. Up next, we have your player boards. So there are 5 of them. It's a 5-player game. If you get the expansion, it is 6. We've looked in the expansion. I'll put a link to that up above. So it is double layered. You track your meals here. Here's where you put your health tokens. You can just put your color token in the end one, your extra action token. Your spiral goes here and has a spot for that spiral part right there to kind of hold it in place some. And then you have your egg reserve, your food reserve, and what actions you can take on the bottom. Alrighty, one final thing in this box, and that is the massive board. So it is a 6-fold board, so it is pretty large. So you'll see these eye spots, and this one says final. This is where the villains go. It's got a spot for their health dials. Up here is the bonus cards and the bonus card discard. There is the grub discard. Down here, this is where the outside grub goes, the inside grub. Here is the coop. And then if you go a little further down, you'll have where you have the different rounds that you're going to be going through, the actions, the weather, and the seasons, etc. All right, so that is all that is inside Flock Together. Hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and head down below and hit like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell. Let me know which was your favorite hero or villain name. In addition to that, down below, there is a link to Miniature Market. If you purchase games using that link, we get a portion of those proceeds back to the channel to help fund what we are doing here and purchasing more games to show you. Alrighty, so get out there and